The Notebook of Doom. Rise of the Balloon Goons. By Troy Cummings. Alexander Bott moved to a new place called Sturmont. He was afraid of living in a new house, going to a new school, and making new friends. Alexander and his dad the next morning went out to go to a dinner place, and they saw a lot of balloon guys all on the side of the road. Smack! A balloon guy hit their windshield and got back up and started dancing again. And then Dad handed him birthday cards so then he could hand them out. And then all 4 tires were flat. So he had to walk to school on the first day of school. For a very long time it took him. And he was really nervous. And then he finally got to school. When he got there, there was a pardon and our dust balloon. The art dust balloon grabbed his shoe, and he walked through the hallways in the school. Then, kersplash, kersmashy. Then he found a notebook wrapped up in a scarf. SSMP. Subject, Doom. There was stuff inside like the praying mantis. Miss Vanderpants came and told him this is not the right place. Go to Sturmont Hospital. And Mr. Horsley, the secretary, told him you have to put on another shoe that was a froggy boot. And then he went down to the morgue because that was his classroom. And then he got a silly name called Salamander Snot. And then he Rip Bonkowski. And he went to the cafeteria and he said, I know about the monsters on his napkin. And then he went back to the notebook and he saw things like the porcupine and the rhinoceros thing. Then he slept on his mattress and then it blew down. And then he looked out in the yard and Dad was singing happy birthday to you with lots of balloon goons. And outside he saw a clown and the deflated bounce house. And then he met Rip at the birthday party. And then he said, I believe you about the balloon goons. One hit me. And then the clown told him this is a really important balloon animal. You have to remember this. And then Rip told him, what is that? Alexander said, it's a knot. And then he's like, no, it's a pretzel. Rip said, and then it's actually not. And then Dad turned around to pin the tail on the donkey and started walking away from the donkey. Then they saw a balloon goon go to the bounce castle and Rip sucking out the air, the bounce. And then Rip was fighting the balloon goons, and the balloon goons took him away. Who will save Rip? Alexander? Yes. And then Alexander followed them to a castle. And he jumped inside and started bouncing. And then he went into this room. It had an open ceiling and lots of balloon goons, and Rip was tied up. So Alexander jumped up into the air, but the art dust balloon threw the clown shoe up. Alexander fell down. And then all of the stuff that hit the balloon goons hit them on the floor. Goons crawled together to make a big snake, and it wrapped up Rip. And so he saw the head, and he grabbed the tail, and he made a big knot, just like the clown said. Blam! It scattered everywhere, the snake. And then they started walking away while Dad walked around the castle, past the donkey again. Around it. and hit into a tree. Suddenly, the bounce house turned into a big dragon. And they started running away when Dad came out of the forest, and then pop! He popped the balloon. And then they talked to the clown, which was really Mr. Horsley. And then he wrote into the notebook Balloon Goons. And then Mr. Horsley told him, do you know about the other monsters? And then the characters were Alexander, Dad, Rip, Mr. Horsley, a.k.a. Clown, the castle, and